All right, y'all, welcome back. Before we get into the video today, I want to let you guys know that we finally have hoodies out and they are ready on the website. So we have black and we have heather gray. These are fully embroidered with the logo. The lettering is also embroidered in there. These things fit great. They're independent trading company mid-weight hoodies. Fit great. I'm wearing an extra large. They fit true to size. They are very soft. They are also really nice. They have a lined hood, so it's not just the, like, you can see that it's two pieces there, which is really nice. So we're stoked on these. I've been wearing these for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and they fit great. These two have been through the wash a couple of times. In fact, I just got back from a camping night and I wore this one all night, so might be a little bit wrinkly, but it's doing its job and I'm stoked on it. Not only do we have these fresh hoodies for sale, we also have some new stickers. This one I think is really cool. Hopefully you guys can see it in the video. Yes, you can. So it's a Crazy Quady tag, like a graffiti tag, but it's printed on like a holographic sticker. So it's really cool, has a lot of color in it. Super stoked on that guy. These are on the site. We also have some of these. So this was a previous design we did. We just shrunk it down a little bit. If you guys wanted a smaller one to slap on one of your coolers or your coffee mug or whatever. So we've got some of those up. And this one is just kind of goofy and funny, but we thought it was pretty rad. It's Van Gogh, Crazy Quady Van Gogh. I haven't chopped my ear off yet though, but we might get there. Y'all drive me crazy sometimes. But we've got that one if you want that. That was just kind of funny, a funny one we picked up. There's only one of these hats left, so one of you guys needs to grab that. And not only all of that, but we are finally opening up some international shipping. Let me give you a list of the places we are going to try to ship to. If you are in these areas, please be patient with us. We've never done international shipping before. So just give us a minute to figure it out. We think we got everything set up like we need to, but currently we are shipping to the United States, Canada, Japan, Australia, Ireland, France, Germany, Mexico, New Zealand, and the UK. If you are outside of that area and you would like something, shoot us an email on the website and we can try and work with you. And if you don't get the size that you want in a hoodie, go ahead and shoot us an email. But like I said, these things are kind of limited right now. I'm not sure how many of these are going to sell, so I didn't pick up a ton. So if you want one, get it now, because I have a feeling these things are going to sell out quick. So anyways, let's get into the video. I'm gonna have to see if I can level this thing a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough with those plastic ramps, but we'll try, because it is sitting really back down, but there's not really a level spot here. Even out there is kind of crooked, but we'll see. All right, so anyways, I'm down here in Kansas. I jumped across the border just because, as far as I can tell, there are no fire restrictions here, so I can have a campfire tonight. But we were also on a pretty nice little lake here. Not too shabby. And we are kind of out in the middle of nowhere, honestly. The cool thing is there's a little cemetery right at the entrance of this park. So we'll go check that out in the morning, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get the truck set up. Probably get this hoodie off because it's like 72 degrees out. Oh, my big drawer came open. That's probably the first time that drawer has ever come open. Like I said, we're gonna add a latch on that anyways. All right. Yeah, that's the first time that drawer's come open. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my windows open so doesn't really smell like glue in here anymore. Just a very faint smell. And honestly, what I could be smelling is partially just the carpet itself, because I don't know, I don't know what this carpet smells like as far as that goes. So it's probably a little bit of a combination of the two of them. Yeah, I gotta get this guy off. Dang old new hoodie's nice though. Whew. All right. Like I said, it's pretty warm, but it's gorgeous. And I'm just glad that I can have a campfire. So I'm gonna hang out for a bit. Well, before we get the fire started, I don't think this is really a road, just judging by the trees here, but it does look like you could drive down it. There was another camping spot over here, but there's like a broke down Jeep. It's got a flat tire and the front drive shaft's hanging off. So I don't know. I didn't want to be over here if somebody was going to come pick that thing up, although I'm going to say I highly doubt it the way it looks. I mean, I guess you could drive through here. It doesn't look like you're not supposed to, but there's some pretty low trees. But there's a road right up here. Maybe he was screwing around down here and that's what he maybe hit something. There's a big stump and rocks right out here. There's no plates or nothing on it, but the front end is jacked up and then the rear tire is flat. Whole front end is, and the drive shaft's broke out. But there is a camping spot right here, which is filthy. But they do have a picnic table and whatnot, which would be nice. And then the lake goes on. There's guys out there in a boat. And what is that thing? Just a big hunk of concrete. Oh, it's steps. What is this doing here? Maybe at one point there was a big pier here or something. It's kind of wild. Yeah, those are straight up just big concrete steps. It's kind of interesting. Road to nowhere, I guess. Give you a shot of the lake behind me. You could walk across the dam over here. The dam is right here. Yeah, this spot's wrecked. There's trash all over. Huh. Near cows. You guys hear that? Well, this fire pit's a little bit bent, but at least my only trash is a couple of dirty socks and a plastic bottle. But we're gonna get the fire going. Might cook on there, might not. Might just cook in the truck. We might cook in the truck just to get the stank out and get the new stank in with the cooking. If you know what I mean, like replace some of the glue and carpet smell with some bacon. It's probably gonna be what happens, but I'm gonna get this thing going anyways. Just with what's in here, this should go up pretty good. Let's hope. It's always easy when you got these things. Somebody did in fact come pick up that Jeep. See if I can catch him driving out of here. All right, changed into my pajama pants, but we do need to just go ahead and cook because it got late. All right. Plugged in. That's looking a little rough, but it'll be fine. I think I have a little bit of oil that we can use. But I picked these chips up, and this is what I saw. I was looking for something to cook, and I ran across these bacon grilled cheese Lays. And what are we going to cook with bacon grilled cheese potato chips? A bacon grilled cheese. So I picked up a little loaf of sourdough. It's not super big or like thick bread. I like to do my grilled cheeses in the oven, but I did make a video about that. So we've got some super thick cut bacon, and that's what we're going to replace the steak with. We're going to cook a couple slices of bacon. We've got some creamy melt cheese, and this has been something that has been recommended multiple times because I've made grilled cheeses a few times. But instead of using butter on the outside, to use mayonnaise. I've never done it before, but I picked up this spicy mayo. So instead of using butter, we're going to put mayonnaise on the outside. But I probably will add a drop of oil to the pan, just in case. So that's where we're at with this one. I think this should be pretty dang tasty. Grilled cheeses are always good, and I'm making them at night. Our plates, some silverwares, and we've got to have oil in here somewhere. There we go. We've got some oil. We have a spatula. We got all the things. It's probably all we're going to need out of there, but we'll see. I'm just going to put the lid back on that. All right, so we'll get the bacon going first. I like to start my bacon on a cold pan and let the pan warm up with the bacon in there. I don't know, I feel like it splatters less personally that way, but who am I to say? I'm not a professional cook. But I think I'm just going to do a couple slices. We might try to cut these in half. Get my knife out of here. I think that'll be our best bet. Slices. Shablam. We'll just medium high. I find the best way to cook your bacon, I got tongs with me too, is I flip it very, very constantly. I don't know. I think it helps. Tongs in the cooler. Alright, while that's going, we'll go ahead and kind of get this prepped up, at least with our mayonnaise. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Maybe we won't need oil because we'll have bacon fat in there. Ooh, it's already starting to sizzle. I'm just going to have to remember to put the bacon side, or the, might have been too much. The mustard, the mayonnaise side down. I'm gonna have to remember what I'm trying to say here. I have a feeling the center ones are gonna cook faster just because this is a little convection thing, so we're gonna try to swap them around. Maybe turn her down to medium there for a second. Why you gotta twist like that? Might have got a little bit much on there. I don't really know how much you're supposed to use, but I suppose you gotta completely cover the bread. So maybe it was fine. Oh, ready to go with that. Well, we're definitely replacing the smell of glue and carpet with bacon, which is fine by me. I did find some fabric to use for curtains in here that I thought was pretty cool. I came up with a few and I let my wife pick them out, so those are in the mail. Just stoked on that, but it smells wonderful in here. Alright, I'm just going to see if I can maybe shove this bacon off to the side for the time being. It'll be fine. Take it out of there. See how this turns out. I wonder if I can still make it with all the extra cheese on there. I like to put a bunch of extra cheese and put it in the oven to finish it off, but we might be able to melt some cheese around the edges of this guy. We'll try it. Ain't gonna hurt nothing if we screw it up. And you gotta put a little more cheese on top of that bacon. Oh, no, it's definitely crispy. It's not bad, though. We're going to go ahead and shut that guy off. Make sure we get all this cheese out of here. Can't miss the cheese. Ooh, hot cheese. Yeah, crisped up. I guess I was just kind of looking at the wrong edge of it, but it ain't bad at all. We'll see how this compares to a bacon grilled cheese tater chip. I got a drink in here. Kyle gave me this the other night. Liquid Death Strawberry Terror. I don't think I've had this one before, so give this a whirl. I don't know what I did with my koozie. Oh, it's on my bottle of water that I've been drinking on. All right, bacon grilled cheese. I get it, but there isn't a ton of bacon flavor to it. It is more just a cheese flavor. I can guarantee mine's going to have more of a bacon flavor. Should have tried to cut it in half before I did this, but although I don't know if I'll be able to cut that bacon. There we go. How crispy did the other side get? Not bad. It's definitely hot and melty. Mine definitely has more bacon to it. It's really not that far off though. I think I can kind of tell the difference with the mayonnaise. I don't think it's spicy at all, but I mean, I could definitely tell there's a difference. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. Feels so nice in here with the headliner. It definitely sounds better in here. Like it's that, you know, there's not as much kind of echo. Not that it's, you know, it doesn't sound as hollow in here. And it just feels much nicer. Looks much nicer. I think it does take a little bit of the chill off of the weather. But I'm super happy with this. I'm excited to get the curtains up. And I, of course, need to figure out new lights. Because setting these up are not going to cut it. I do love me some dang old bacon, I tell you what. That was great. I would recommend that. The chips, they're good. They just taste like cheese. Like I can't get anything else out of them, but it's good. Now I gotta see if I can clean this thing up. Oh yeah. All right, basically cleaned up. Nope. Give you all the light. I'm gonna get a movie going. It's a movie. I already started it, but I'm gonna start it over. When I was out at Travis's, we turned it on the TV one night and started watching this Netflix movie. I think it's in their top 10. And I kind of got into it, so I want to start it over. It's like dude's in the military and he's on like some sort of training mission, and all of a sudden aliens attack. Let me see if I can read it to you. I only got one bar of 4G right here. Okay. 2026 movie, sci-fi action film starring Alan Ritchson as a combat engineer in Army Ranger training who, with his unit, must fight against the alien robot that crashes their final exercise. Praised as a fun throwback action movie with impressive visuals. So, it was good from what I watched of it while we were sitting there talking and whatnot. So, I'm going to start this over and enjoy it. Yeah, it's on Netflix. War Machine. Dun-dun. Turn some of these lights off though. Take that dome bucket off. Oh, stretch. Close these windows a little bit. Good morning. Oh, I slept great in here. Don't smell any glue or anything like that this morning. It's windy though. Ooh, it's shaking the truck a bit. I slept in. It's after 9 already. Dang old dang, it's getting warm out there. 63 right now. And there's supposed to be a record high today. It's going to get up to 93 degrees today, with only low 62. I was going to see if I could find another place to camp. I should have probably brought some shorts with me, but I did not. It'll be fine though. Oh, Chivo. Wheel. Oh, man. Yeah, all my ice is almost melted already. It is warm out here. Get these windows opened up a little bit more. Oh man, alright. So I got another one of these Liquid Deaths. This is an orange flavored one now. Liquid Death Sparkling Energy. This ain't gonna fit. No, they never do. That's my breakfast this morning. We aren't gonna waste too much time. I'm gonna go ahead and get changed. I gotta grab my chair, which is laying on the ground out there. The wind blew it over. And we'll take a wander up to the front of this park and check out that little cemetery. I think it's called Park Cemetery or something like that, or Lake Cemetery. See if I can even see it on here. My 1 bar of service. Yeah, it's called Lake Cemetery. I don't know if there's any sign or anything over there kind of giving any reason why it's right here, but we'll find out. And that's the first orange one I've had, and that's good. Feels like a coffee, not an electric chair. Unextreme caffeine equal to a cup of coffee. These are really good. 100 milligrams caffeine. So yeah, it's like having a cup of coffee. And they're tasty. 5 calories. 0 sugar. They're pretty good. Yeah, it's a little windy and it's getting warm, but it's gorgeous out here. All right, I gotta get my junk packed up. Can't forget my ramps. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there are camp spots up here and they have picnic tables and whatever, but that one that was kind of back there by itself was much better in my opinion. But yeah, you get right here to the front and there's a cemetery right there. It's called Camp Cemetery. We're just gonna park it right here, I guess. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get into that thing. Phone. Probably pull my window up so I don't get any bugs in here. Alright. There looks to be some pretty old ones in here. These are new. Oh no, I mean it's a new headstone, but Matilda and Martin Arney, 1820s, 1891, 1894. But there are some definite older looking headstones in here. Like those are just rocks. These are all broken. W.H. Burns died October 19th, 1884, aged 34 years, 1 month, and 23 days. These are wild though. There's like nothing there. You're not gonna be able to, there's nothing to read on them. Those are 2 markers. Looks like there's more markers just chilling right here. Yeah. That one's been knocked over. Some tiny little headstones there. Bertha? Yeah, Bertha. Died October 12th, 1880. Aged 22 years. You can barely see the twos. (1918, 1935). When I see these and I see all these like broken ones and torn up ones, I know that there's unmarked stuff out here at this point. There has to be. Yeah, some of these are just ruined. That's a newer one, but those are all the early 1900s. Tiny little stones here. Mother, father. 1909, 1907. Joseph and Martha Thrapp. Let's see. 1892. (1896). Brodson, last name of Poole. 1896. Yeah, because they're all kind of spread out too. Even all the older ones. That one is definitely fallen over. There's a little one there. I don't know, I find these things very interesting. And I mean, mostly I'm wondering, why was this here? You know, was there a little town here? Was there a church here? Because usually these are by a church. I don't know. These were kids, children of BF and EM Tainter. They died in 1881 and 1880. Oh yeah, neither of them were even a year old. Back then, that's what happened though. Yeah, these are all old. This one's busted up, 1884. Died 1889, 20 years old. This is all Tainter. It's a Tainter plot. That one says Tainter. Frankie, 1884. Seems like 1880, there's a bunch of 1884s. And then this one has been completely like taken over by the tree. 1909. Yeah, even that one, like 1926 and 1917. So some of these headstones have been replaced. There's a little stone there, and these would have been some markers for this stuff. There's no dates or anything on these. Oh, these are two babies, Zimmerman babies. 1909, 1929. In memory of our grandparents, erected by Lawrence and Lester Zimmerman, 1981. But the graves are from early 1900s. Like even there's just the remnants of a stone. So I bet there's a bunch down here. Like there's nothing left of that. Can't read anything on that. Yeah, I find these old cemeteries very interesting. It's been a while since I've checked any out. But let's get headed back to the truck. I gotta figure out what I'm doing today. We're gonna head on down the road. We're gonna stay down here in Kansas just because I can have a campfire, though it's gonna be 95 degrees or whatever today. Probably won't really need one. But there's a few spots within an hour or two, so we should be able to find something. All right, got her locked back up. Be nice if there was a trash, like a dumpster around here, but there's not. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out here. It was an enjoyable evening, and it was nice to get out of Nebraska and be able to have a campfire. But like I said, we're gonna head on down the road. And if you haven't already hit the website, grab yourself a hoodie. They're nice and embroidered and all that, like I said. These are nice. They're gonna go quickly. And then we're already working on the next round. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, and the movie last night was good. Little bit of drama that I don't think was necessary, but it's not my movie. It wasn't my movie to make, but it was a decent one. Like, definitely had like the old school sci-fi kind of vibe to it. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. And as always, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.